Well, can't take the night off with this rainstorm coming. So, hello, welcome to the Long Island Weather Update. We got more rain coming. As you can see, the clouds kind of pretty much have been with us all day today. And you can see here that big plume of white. That is the storm that is coming our way. Look at it on the CONUS view. You can see again, it's tapping into that moisture all the way from the Pacific. There's your storm right there as it makes its way east. And they're going to deal with more rain. So cloudy day today, just showing you what it looked like outside this evening. Overcast skies tonight. Kind of definitely looks like rain looking at the sky. Let's look at our current conditions outside right now. And you can see we're still in the mid-40s here in Nassau County. 43 at Farmingdale. Islip's down to 39. But yeah, walking around tonight, it felt kind of warm out there. You know, above warmer than it should be for sure. Well warmer than it should be. So you can see our temperatures generally ranging from around 40 degrees to the mid-40s across the area. We'll look at our highs for the day. And, yep, made it into the mid-40s pretty much everywhere except the east end, which was cooler, low 40s there. Actually, we made it to 45. JFK actually made it to 48. Definitely warmer than I thought it was going to be today. Upper 40s also in much of New Jersey, even low 50s in extreme southern New Jersey for highs. Lows, only 39 at West Hampton. Only lows around 39. These lows are where our highs are supposed to be, all right? Lows generally in the low 40s to upper 30s. Looking at our climate statistics for Islip, high was 45, the low was 40. Only 5 degrees between the high and the low. And that puts us 12 degrees above normal for the day at Islip. And we have 6.39 inches of rain to date with more on the way. Just looking at Central Park, their high was 49, almost 50. So they were 13 degrees above normal today. Still very, very warm today. Way warmer than it should be. Way warmer than it should be. So looking at the radar, you can see here's all that rain that's coming. And there's some heavy rain in there. So it's going to be a heavy, steady rain starting later tonight, probably in a few hours, and lingering through much of the day tomorrow, especially through the early afternoon at least. And you can see some showery activity more into the south. That looks like a warm sector over there. So looking at our temperatures here, we'll just put temperatures, see if I can find the warm sector here. Probably can see it. Let's see if we can see a warm sector. Where that shower, yep, there it is right there. So let's go to the models next and look at this storm here. So here's the storm on the GFS. Got a very weak high pressure over the Great Lakes. That storm moves over us. Could see rain tomorrow, lingering through tomorrow night, and then tapering off as a rain-snow mix Monday morning. And there's plenty of moisture with this. We'll look at the 700 to 300, and you see lots of moisture there. Look at that, those dark greens. That's going to definitely bring in some heavier rain. Most of the heaviest rain will probably be in the morning. It's interesting how it brings in a little dry area in the afternoon, and I'm hoping maybe that gives us a break in the rain. Maybe. It's not definite. So let's go look at the models here, and we'll start with, obviously, the shorter range models. Let's go to the HRRR first and look at our dew points and wind flow, and then we'll go into the precipitation here. So you can see light easterly winds staying easterly tomorrow. You can see that. We're not going to see the warm sector, so we'll stay in even with the easterly winds, this air is not all that cold. And these are the dew point temperatures. So you can see dew points even barely below freezing, even up to the north. And then the storm moves away, and you can see the isobars there kind of going kind of tight there. You see a lot of lines on not the isobars, but the little wind barbs there that you have. That's indicating that it will be breezy as well. So it's not just going to be rainy. You're going to be dealing with the wind too when it's raining. So kind of makes the umbrella kind of useless. So as far as tonight, temperatures are probably going to stay right around 40 degrees. Then tomorrow, they're probably going to be remaining, maybe dropping a little bit into the upper 30s perhaps. See, nobody's really going much below freezing throughout this whole thing. So that means that's probably not going to help with the snowfall accumulations. Even way upstate, whatever snow they see is going to be a wet mess as well. So let's look at the radar simulation here on the HRRR, and you'll see here rain starts, I guess, probably after midnight or so, and then it's going to get heavy at times, steady through the night, and you can see it's showing some heavy snow, probably some very big flakes in these areas, probably be a heavy wet snow in the areas to the north of us, but as far as us goes, it's mostly rain. It does show a little bit of a break in the afternoon, and then it kind of fills back in a little bit with scattered showers, but it may not be that bad. So I'll have to see. It may not be raining all day tomorrow. I'm hoping it doesn't. And then that low finally pulls away, though we could probably get back into some more steadier precipitation. It's mixed, again, late tomorrow night, mixed precipitation as this low finally pulls away. But look at it. It still has precipitation lingering. Perhaps as some drizzle or snizzle for much of Monday. So I'm not going to see the sun because that low elongates out, which is really strange. But again, we've seen so many strange things this winter. Nothing should surprise you. So let's look at the total accumulation, total accumulated precip on the HRRR, and you can see we're definitely at the 1 to 1.5 inch, around the 1 to 1.5 inch mark here for rainfall. And for snowfall, upstate, you can see it's definitely generating as much as 6 to 7 inches, though it's going to be very low ratios. So it's going to be very wet snow that's going to fall in these areas that you're going to have the snow. But I still don't see many areas getting much above 6 inches, even where the snow falls. Maybe the top of a mountain might get a foot if you're at the top, very top of a mountain maybe. But for us, you can see it's got a little bit less than an inch, maybe a coating from that, whatever we get on the back side of the storm here. So let's change to the change models here, and let's go to the NAM. So we're on the NAM 3. This is the NAM 3. I think they're pretty much going to agree on what's going to happen. So here's the NAM. You can see there's a real slug of heavy rain that comes in the first day of Sunday. The NAM is not so, it doesn't really give us that break. It keeps the rain going throughout much of Sunday, even with some sucky drizzle probably, and elongates the low. And here we are on the Monday, still dealing with it, and it finally starts drying out by Monday afternoon, but still maybe a little bit of light, very light snow as that low just pulls away like that. And we're going to go to the dew points here. Not that. Go to the total accumulated precip, and you can see again that around 1.5 inches of rain. Even some areas could get up to 2 inches of liquid equivalent if you mix the snow in to the north. So it's going to be a lot of water. Total snowfall, again, nothing for Long Island, but again to the north, that's where you might see you will see the accumulations. But it's going to be a real, like I said, it's got to be a very wet, sloppy snow because of these borderline air temperatures where you do get the snow. Not going to be nice and powdery. This is the wet, sloppy snow is worse in a lot of ways because it weighs down on the tree branches. It's heavier for people to shovel. It's icier. Drier, powdery snow is generally a better type of snow for people to deal with. So let's look at a few parameters on this thing. We're going to go to the FGen here. All right, so this is the 700 FGen. You can see here's that area of lift, and then you can see there's another one kind of later on, and then kind of quiets down in the afternoon a little bit. I'm hoping maybe we get a break, and the NAM is wrong. But if we go to the 850, the 850 looks completely different. So here's the 850. Wow, that's a lot. So it has a lot going through toward the afternoon a little bit more. So we're going to have to watch for the potential of those showers to pop up, as we were talking earlier about these showers that could pop up. You can see, again, looking at these winds aloft, they're more from the southeast. So that's going to bring in some more moisture. So we're going to have to watch for that, obviously. Every model has its own, opinion on how to deal with this storm. FV3, we can do the FV3 as well. This is the FV3, so let's go to the FV3. All right, which is the higher resolution version of the GFS. You can see there's that steady rain coming in, and there's like a little bit of a break. Maybe we get into a little bit of a break toward the afternoon. Maybe. We'll have to see what happens. Kind of hard to say. But don't count on it. That's for sure. And like I said, it's going to be wet, and then it's going to be wet also through at least part of Monday before. The GFS, at least, is trying to move it out a little more than some of the other models do. But it's pretty much the major models we can look at right now when it comes to this storm that we've got to deal with. So let's go to the Vent2Sky site. We'll go to the Vent2Sky site, and we'll talk about the winds a little more with this storm, because there will be some winds as well. So let's go into tomorrow night here, tomorrow, and you'll see not damaging winds, but gusts up to 34 miles an hour. So if it's raining, you're going to be dealing with these gusts. It's not going to be pleasant, and you may get an annoying wind-driven drizzle, which will make it real miserable out there for tomorrow. Um, if we are able to hopefully get a break, but I don't know if we're going to get that break or not for tomorrow. So don't count on it. Like I said, don't count on it. I know the HRRR is generating that break. As far as the oceans go, it won't be too much of a coastal impact with this storm. It's not that strong of a storm, but it's just gonna be enough to make it feel like it's just really miserable out there, really miserable out there, and that's what it's gonna feel like when you're out there tomorrow. With, the temperatures and the rain falling, temperatures like let's say the temperatures 39 degrees. You got a east northeast wind and rain or drizzle. It's going to be pretty miserable outside. See, it's still showing something, so there could still be, even when the steadier rain ends, there could still be some annoying drizzle around. There probably will be through the day. So I don't really see any dry periods at all for tomorrow. It's going to be a rainy, miserable, sucky day, and just so many of these days that we've had. But we do it again tomorrow. At least it won't be damaging from this. We'll just go look at the windy.com model, which is the European. Show you what the European is for wind gusts for tomorrow. This is the European again. 2 p.m. You could see some wind gusts, 31 miles an hour. It's just going to make it very unpleasant. That's all. 34. It's probably not going to be enough to cause damage, but it's just going to make it unpleasant to be outside between the drizzle. We'll show you that there probably will be drizzle even when the rain isn't falling, because I'll go to clouds and we'll look at visibility. And that's to kind of show that, yeah, even when there's going to be drizzle around, because it shows restrictions to visibility. You can see that throughout the day tomorrow. So don't count on being outside tomorrow, because the weather is going to be bad all day, even when it's not raining. There'll be drizzle around, and it's just going to be a miserable, miserable Sunday. So we're all sick of this, but that's what it is. It's just what it is. Thunderstorm threat. We're not going to have a thunderstorm threat tomorrow, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. Just going to be a miserable, rainy, crappy day. So that is going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. And here comes the storm system with all the rain that we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. Again, this January has been absolutely one of the worst Januaries I've ever dealt with. Between the lack of sun, the rain, the constant rain, and just I'm sick of it. I hate the rain now. I really do. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.